Hey everybody, my name is Carmin and I'm going to be presenting to you about why you should live together before you're married. Here's my audience. Okay, so how many of you were raised in a household where you were taught not to live together before you were married? Hands raised. Most all of us here. So, my husband and I were raised in the same type of household where you're not supposed to live together before you're married. It was considered a sin in our religion, Baptist, where we were raised. And despite all of that, we decided that it was still a good idea for us to live together before we got married. And so, according to Rachel Rettner, an increasing number of couples have lived together before they were married. I even conducted my own research and my study when I asked my co-workers, I asked 10 of them, whether they thought it was a good idea to live together before they got married. 8 out of 10 said yes. So couples that live together benefit personally, financially, and emotionally. By couples living together, they get to spend more time together, which helps them get to know each other on a different level than they would if they were just dating. They get to share the financial responsibility, and that can help them determine whether they can live together for the rest of their lives. Mona Lisa Machelino said, if you can love each other after realizing it's not always fun, chances are you're in better shape for marriage. I agree with that. Living together before marriage, you get to spend more time with the partner and get to know them on a more personal level. You learn more about the companion and how they live on a day-to-day basis. They could be a slob or a neat freak, and that really may not mesh well with your type of lifestyle. So you get to know that before you decide you're going to get married and spend the rest of your life together. So you get to spend more time also helping to get to work in the habit of communicating with each other on a more effective level on a day-to-day basis rather than just whenever you're dating. Because you wake up every single day with that person and you get to spend a lot of your time with that person, so you have to be able to communicate effectively. It also promotes good communication and helps your problem-solving habits together as a couple. Marriage is a 24-hour job, just like any other professional job. Experience is the indicator of success. Living together allows you to get to know the person as you prepare together to get married. It also makes sense financially. As you're getting to know the other person on a more, see whether you're compatible on other levels, you get to see whether you're compatible on a financial level too. You get to share the financial aspects of the relationship, and like sharing the bills and groceries and splitting the rent, things like that. A lot of things that you're going to face if you were married as a couple, because you share the financial aspects of the relationship. Not only does it make sense financially, but it helps other aspects of the relationship too. Living together allows you to see whether you're capable for a long-term successful marriage. It takes teamwork to live together, and you can't just be a one-person type of deal. Compromising is very vital when you're married. When you live together, you learn whether you can compromise with the other person, because everybody has their own ways, and you have to be able to compromise with the other person instead of just doing the way you like. It encourages you to work through problems because you share a household and all the household responsibilities. So when you get a disagreement or a fight or anything, when you're dating, a lot of times you can just leave and you aren't stuck with that person right there. You have to, when you live together, you work through it instead of just running away from it. You have to, because or else it'll lead to a divorce if you don't, most of the times. So based on everything that I've told you, you can see that whether you're compatible to get married and live together for the rest of your lives, it helps you to live together before marriage. Living together may benefit you in many ways. You prepares couples for the future by exposing their strengths and weaknesses. Although marriage is a status symbol to many people, that places definition on a relationship and can be the most positive and rewarding decisions of your life. As Cooper Berg states in Time magazine, what leads to divorce is when many people move in with someone before they have the maturity and experience to choose a compatible partner and to conduct themselves in many ways that can sustain a long-term relationship. Marriage is a major commitment for couples. It seems as though that the most logical thing is to live together before marriage to determine whether you'll be able to live together alongside that person for the rest of your lives or not before you take that final step of marriage. So I hope you all take into consideration everything that I've said, and not only what I've said, but the research that I did. As you can see right here, it shows that couples that live together before they were married results in 14% of divorce. If the couples that did not live together before marriage, it is 62% that result in divorce. So that further proves my point of why you should live together before marriage. Thank you.
Thank you. What, nervous a little bit or something?
Yes.